For me, an influencer is a popular internet personality, while a key opinion leader is someone with expertise in different fields, from mental health to beauty, from fashion to fitness, you name it. However, in the Chinese market, those two terms are usually used fluidly. It's not uncommon to use them crossly.
Exactly. When we refer to KOLs, this is a term used for someone who has a greater sway on a particular vertical. KOLs tend to have a strong impact on influencing their community's purchasing behaviour, as they normally share more common values. Also, KOL is not really a term we would use outside of the APAC market.
There are some significant differences between the two markets, and one of them is audience behavior. If you look at the influencer profiles, you will see a massive difference between the APAC influencers as well as the European influencers. The interaction rate is very, very different, as the APAC audiences, they tend not to interact as much, but they are much more positive when it comes to commercial contents. And the conversion rate tends to be more positive in the APAC market as well. Another thing that you need to take into consideration is that the social platforms are much more various in the APAC market. Even within Europe, you should look at different countries separately instead of looking at Europe as a whole. For example, if we are looking at Germany, it has much a smaller market compared to the UK. Every country has its niche.
Audiences in the APAC market are much more receptive to commercialized content, while in Europe, product-focused material often elicits a negative response. Influencer content has become a very common way for APAC audiences to get inspiration or recommendations, whereas in Europe, we generally try to steer away from anything that looks particularly branded, as authentic content will absolutely help to increase engagements and traction. As a brand, you absolutely want to adopt the right strategy in the right place for the right people.
Short-form videos have now more or less become the go-to content for the APAC clients now, and we also see a massive growth in live stream. This year's Singles Day, which is November the 11th, have seen an unprecedented influencer marketing investment in the Chinese market, because this highly engaging and interactive form of content has seen a great result in terms of conversion and traffic. Here in Europe, we also see clients and brands adapting this new form of content more and more. And I would say the most important thing here is to go for the right influencers. You really want to choose those natural communicators who are able to engage and retain the audience throughout the live stream.
Which of course isn't always easy, but that's where we come in. Touching back to short-form content, I think it's safe to say that across all markets this has become extremely popular with creators. Specifically, in the APAC market, we do predict that we'll see a lot more CGI incorporated into these videos, especially as they have such a tech-savvy Gen Z market and audience.